here's what went down with the kickoff tonight, okay? The new dynamic kickoff rule. Gentlemen, please pay attention.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you, buddy.
Talking.
Locked in.
I got you.
8 kickoffs were kicked. 7 of them were returned. So there were more returns, which we expected. The return rate last year, I think, was about 21%. So we got 7 out of the 8 returned. There was the one touchback that the Bears had. They kicked it in the end zone. You catch it on the fly. You can just kneel it and get the ball at the 30. The point of that is to encourage the kickoff team to keep the ball in play and not kick it into the end zone. 2 illegal formation penalties, both of them, or excuse me, one was on each team for leaving early. So that's an adjustment that we'll probably continue to see during the preseason. And then this is what I found interesting is that I did the math on where these drives started after the kick returns. The average starting field position was only the 26.125 yard line. Here's why I find that notable, because the average starting field position last year,
26.7 yard line,
25.2.
25.
So we saw less than a yard bump tonight. And their expectation, when I was at the owners' meetings talking to the special teams coordinators and Rich McKay, head of the competition committee, they are expecting this to jump closer to the 30-yard line this year. So we did not see that tonight. There's a few reasons for that we'll get to in a second. But regardless of where the average starting field position is, they want to see more variance. So they want to see more drives start in opponent territory and other drives that end up backed up, and rather than almost all of them start at the 25-yard line. And basically you saw them all start in the general same area tonight, between the 20 and the 32. That was your variance, the 20 and the 32. So tonight, in the debut of the dynamic kickoff rule, we really didn't see what the NFL is expecting. Now, couple things. Mostly backups were out there. We did not see, and I'm not just talking about the returners, which matters, right? Velus Jones Jr. didn't get a return. But also the guys blocking, too. A lot of those guys were not going to be the same guys blocking in week 1. So I think that that's a factor in all this, too. I also didn't see really anything different on where the ball was being kicked. We didn't see balls going to the corners or anything like that. And that's where I think this cat and mouse game of let's try to figure out what this rule is without showing our scheme that we might draw up for this new rule is going to happen in the preseason. So it was sort of a boring debut for this new dynamic kickoff tonight, but I don't think the results of it are necessarily going to be the same reflection of what we'll probably see when the regular season begins.
We all silly like the mayor.